Welcome back. Now we've looked at all of our proofs, we're going to look at some numerical examples about how we can use this in exam style questions. So in the first key skill, we're going to be looking at the cosine rule. We're going to be looking at how we can use the cosine rule where we've got a missing side. The most important thing is to realize which scenario, which situation you can use the cosine rule in. So the cosine rule, you want to think again, kind of like we talked about with the area of the triangle, you want to think about a mouth. If you've got the side, the angle, and the other side, or I used to call it a sandwich sometimes. You think about like the bread, the filling, the other bread. You can find the side that's opposite the angle you have. So you're definitely looking for that side, angle, side. What you're going to do is start by writing down your formula. So we're going to have a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. Now you're going to fill in the blanks. So side B should be opposite angle B, so that would be 3. So it would be 3 squared plus side C, 5.6 squared, minus 2 times 3 times 5.6 times cos A. So cos is 97. I typed that all in my calculator in one go. So 3 squared plus 5.6 squared minus 2 times 3 times 5.6 times cos A, which was 97. Make sure you close out your brackets here. That gives me an answer for A squared, which is 44.45 if I'm going to 2 decimal places. And to get from my answer for A squared to A, I would simply take the square root. So that would be 6.67 for 2 decimal places. Let's have a look at a second example. So in this example, I need to find this side here. I've got the side, the angle, and the other side. If you want to check out the GeoGebra resource that I used to create these screenshots, it's here. This was a resource put together by David T, and you can find the pairings, and he'll show you step by step all the working. And you got sliders so you can move around A and B to create all sorts of different triangles, and you can also spin around the orientation. So super cool resource. I'll link that below in the description. So in our situation, we're going to start by writing down the formula a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc times cos A. A is the missing side, so we have a squared equals, B is going to be over here, 2.7. 2.7 squared plus, this would be side C, opposite angle C, 7.1 squared minus 2 times 2.7, 7.1 cos, and the angle is 39.5. Make sure your calculator for this example is in degrees. Type it all in. That gave 28.1159. Sometimes you can just put a ... to signify to the examiner that that number continues. To go from a squared to a, the inverse of, or the opposite of a squared is square root. So you type in square root ants. That will keep all of the digits in when you get the answer. So you're just going to hit the square root button and press your answer key, and that gives you 5.302. And depending on what level of accuracy the questions ask for, 3 significant figures, 2 decimal places. So that is the cosine rule when you're trying to find a missing side. In the next video, we're going to be looking at the cosine rule again, but the other way, the second use for the cosine rule, which is where you've got all 3 sides and you want to find a missing angle. So I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.